Up next on Rogers Television, the final game of the CPJHL, the Canadian Premier Junior Hockey League, the West Showcase. Wow, that's different. Catching an edge is Herm Worminski back on the final lap of warm-up. Opening draw to be taken by the Royals, Weatherby at the draw. Royals 0-3, somewhat at home, looking to 8 kilometers away rather from Langton Arena. Shot deflected wide on the far side. Langton looking for the game's opening shot. Thatcher back to the left side. Shot by Beaulieu. Beaulieu back, cuts off Coleman. Deflection off the boards, played by Coleman. Nearly had 3 consecutive shutouts until the Stallions got a goal late in the last game. 1850. Is that a 3 or a 9? It's getting late in the day here at Tillsonburg Arena. I believe it's a 3. My cameraman says no, it's not late in the day, but it's late in the day in terms of my day. Just 2:30 now, but we've been here since 8 o'clock covering CPJHL action all day. Beliveau turning around the far side of the net. Goaltending change for the Langton Royals. Ryan Price Letson in the Royals net, his first start of the 4 games. Hayden Linklater replaced Trevor Slavin in game 1. Price Letson with a .633 goals against average. Quick shot wide of the Stallion netminder. Picked up on the near board. David Barrett back in between the pipes for the Stallions. He played in the first game of the day, the 9-4 victory for the Stallions. That was the big offensive explosion on the day. You expected the teams to start out slow in the morning, being as they're not used to playing in the morning, but it was the middle games where the less goal scoring was featured. 3-1 in the last game, 3-0 and 2-0 before that. 2-1 in game number 2 as the Stallions slip by the C4 Generals. The Generals now packing up on their way home, their afternoon over. Following the 3-1 win, they move to 3-1 on the afternoon. Stallions at 2-1, looking to go home 3-1, and the Royals still looking for their first victory. Shot from distance. Pad saved down low by the right pad of Price Letson. Worminski on the left wing, puck bouncing around. Justin Clark, a possible 2-on-1. Had several whistles to start this one, so the pace a little bit slower than the previous 5 games. Perhaps the legs catching up to these two teams as well. Pass side of the net, down is David Barrett. You're watching the final game of the Canadian Premier Junior Hockey League, the West Showcase. This in an effort to make up games canceled by weather. Shot saved down low. Beaulieu the shot. Barrett the save down low on the far post. Swing pass from the boards, picked off by the Stallions. Forcing his way ahead as Knowles the shot, and they score. Scott Knowles on the far side. $16:29 on the clock. Royals a very respectable record in the standings, but yet to hit the win column here this afternoon. Now 10 losses on the year, despite these being just 20-minute periods. So a 40-minute game in total. We tried a 25-minute first period in the first game. Jacob Smith wearing number 10. The pace of the games doesn't really allow us to make lineup changes. They had to move rinks between games 3 and 4. Just the way this, well, I've got Scott Knowles on both on the printed stats and the website. The PA announcer saying Jacob Smith. Shot by Beaulieu, Favre side of the net. It's broken up by Pruden, sent the length of the ice. Down in the corner is Beaulieu. Price Letson making his first start of the day. Had a couple players show up just for the final game. Saw that in the last game on the C4 side. Backhand pass by Samuel Muir. Thanks for joining us on Rogers Television from the Tillsonburg Arena. We're now on the B rink as we move between games 3 and 4. Battling for possession is Clark, chopped off the wall by Dory. Right side of the defense, shot by Clark. Hard shot by Clark, tried to beat Barrett blocker side under the arm. Pass over the left wing side. Miot for Werminski. McCollum loses possession, leads to a possible 2-on-1 the other way. But it's Brady Reed getting back later for the Royals. Pass up the wing. Opekapiu down the right wing side, centering pass on the backhand. Opekapiu, but he's stripped by 2 Royals as Cody Ratt and A Royal behind the end line Stallion zone. It's Garrett, Cody, Rat. Took a while for them to blow the play down. Josh Bozak back to check on him. He appears to be all right. 13:27 remaining first period of play. Royals return to action on Sunday. A 2 o'clock start at Langton Arena. So make note, moving the games to Tillsonburg just for this one day for the 6-game showcase. Stallions look to go 3-1. The C4 Generals already on their way home. Moved to 3-1 with the 3-1 victory in the last game. And the Royals, despite a 17-10 record on the year, have yet to find the win column here today. Stick check on Gamelin. He's been, for the most part, silent today. Pass into the circle. Kowalski takes his man out hard up high in the corner. It's picked up by Dory, back to the neutral zone. Giving chase is Smith, although I have Scott Knowles on my score sheet. Bank pass by Lundstrom. Back the other way is Beliveau. The shot from Kowalski. We won't give you stats because, of course, 4 games per team have gone by. Keep checking CPJHL.com. Toby Beliveau, the shot. Julius Kowalski, the rebound. Kowalski fired it off the back wall, picked up his own rebound as well. Didn't connect for a shot in either case. Play comes just outside the Royals blue line. It's moved ahead to the backhand, shoveled off to the corner. The shot by Dory rang around the boards, knocked down by Kevin Logan. Austin Gilmore hit up high by Beaulieu. Bank pass off the boards. Mac Young shifts it over right side. Long dump in by Logan. Giving chase is Nick Papineau. Papineau back to the boards. On it is Mac Young. Tries to dig it out of the feet of Philip Mika. Excuse me, Jonas Benjamin. Mika wearing 97. Beaulieu off the left side. Felix Miot speeding down the left wing, dropped to his knees. Lennon Thomas back for the Royals, off the boards for Miot. Cross ice Werminski being chased down by Fortin. Fortin had that controversial goal in the second game, the 9:15 a.m. game. Giving the Stallions the 2-1 victory. The shot down low. Right along the ice, the shot by Carson Latimer. Solid save by Ryan Price-Letson. Thacker. Langton wins the draw. That's Brady Reed. Next CPJHL action on Friday. Settlers and Les Bacard. In the East Showcase, or not the showcase rather, East Division action. Settlers and Les Bacard, a 7:30 start on Friday. Played down the wing. Thacker is cut. Brady Reed cut it in front of him, excuse me. Spent a lot of time today on the cold surface, sometimes affects the voice. Been trying to warm up all day, had to throw on a couple sweaters. Play in behind the net from Mac Young. Shot. Yeah, I'm in a suit here at Tillsonburg Arena, but they look a little bit impractical. Throw on a Florida Gators sweater underneath and a Super Bowl 30 sweater as well. That's going a ways back for you younger listeners. Super Bowl 30 played back way back in 1992 between the Buffalo Bills and Dallas Cowboys. Apologies here, starting to lose my voice a bit in game number 6. Beliveau in the draw. Opposite Jared Weatherby. Chopped off the far wall on the face-off. Knocked down front of the line. Connor Arndt unable to keep it onside. Barrett in his second start of the day. Trevor Slavin replaced in game 1 by Hayden Linklater. The third goalie wasn't dressed in any of the games, so this is the first dressing for Ryan Price-Letson. Backhanded to the far wall on the face-off win by Liam Coleman. Around right side, they shot. Into the corner go the Royals after it. Fighting through traffic is Smith. Again, I have Scott Knowles in the number 10 sweater. Beaulieu quickly past the defense. He's taken out hard, a solid check up high. But the Stallions here will go to the box by the looks of things. Weatherby, the captain. Kevin Logan in the box. See what the call is. Perhaps boarding or charging. Backhand pass away, back to center. Boylan moving up is Dory. Boylan past the defender. Gamelin down the near wing. Thacker banked it out to the far side, which allows the Stallions to clear down the ice. Beaulieu behind his own net. Flip pass, chasing after it, Josh Bozak. Shot by Dory. 2 minutes for boarding. The shot by Beaulieu deflects into the corner. 1:03 to go on the Royals power play. Shot from distance. Barrett can't hang on and they score. The Royals tuck in the goal to tie it up at 1. Malcolm Gamelin. That's Gamelin's 23rd on the year. So we talked earlier, Gamelin's had a bit of a slow afternoon. Redeems himself with the equalizer here in the final game. Game 4 for both teams, game 6 overall. Picked up, cleared over center. Lundstrom to the far side. Poked ahead by Latimer. 6:30 to go, first period of play. Long shoot in by Favell. There'll be no third period, as been the case. Dorian interfered with by Martin Poldmitz. A roughing call. It looks like Dory's gonna take the penalty. Cut out to the front side of Poldmitz. Poldmitz fell down along the boards. And a rough on Dory. Draw one by the Stallions. Mac Young over to the left side. Down the right wing, the shot. Shot by Weatherby. Catches Nick Papineau's stick, deflects out of play. 1:30 remaining on the Stallions power play. A roughing to the Royals, Jack Dory. Weatherby in the draw. One clean, but the Stallions come up with it. Kowalski over to the far side board. Grinnell out the far wing. Backhanded to the near side to an open Weatherby. Weatherby in behind the net. Mishandled. Here comes Miot, short-handed. Much out of the net is Barrett. The shot, it's just wide. Barrett still out of the net. And the Royals, Justin Clark, very close to the go-ahead goal. McCollum. Barrett directs it to the corner for Kevin Logan. Logan hits center with speed around Beaulieu, the defender. Beaulieu on the top of the shoulders, heavy hit. Logan face first up against the glass. Smith down the right wing side, taken out heavily by pass from the point down the left wing side. Brady Reed, the name for Tilsonburg I missed on the last play. Down behind the net is Papineau. CPJHL action resumes on Friday. That's the 21st of February. Settlers and Les Bacard face off. Check the Rogers TV website for CPJHL action, the listings for this 6-game West Showcase in your area. The shot covered up by Barrett. Number 10, Smith for the Stallions opens the scoring. And then Gamelin, 1-1 currently where we sit. 20-minute periods, no third. Due to time restraints, no ice cleaning. Only in between games, banked off the boards. And it's played by Poldmetz. Fortin out the far side, knocked down by Gamelin. Fighting through traffic is Josh Bozek. Peyton McCollum tries a long shoot in. It's offside Royals. Draw will come all the way inside their zone. No, it's going to be outside the line. Winning it on the backhand. Toby Beliveau down the left wing for Bozak. Back to center ice, Weatherby, the cut across allows the Royals to make a steal. That's Papineau. It's over the left wing. Played by Coleman. Now Smith. Again, I have Scott Knowles in the 10 sweater, so check the CPJHL.com for the official game sheet as well. Have to basically make my own line changes, the limited amount of time we have between games. They don't clean the ice, so we're basically on the go all the time. Had to switch rinks in between games 3 and 4. Face-off out to Barrett's left. Brady Reed in the draw opposite Austin Gilmore. Boylan up front as well for the Stallions. Gilmore won the draw, played it back to his defense, bouncing pass through the neutral zone. Dory plays it for the Royals. Took a roughing call earlier in the period. Philip Mika down the corner. Dory knocks it down, backhands it toward the net. And it's thrown around the boards by Kevin Logan. Shot left side by Brady Reed. Shot, Gilmore trying to make his way past the Royal defense. Covering up Price Letson. Draw won by the Stallions. Outlet to Werminski in his own zone, up over the red line, broken up by Poldmetz. Gets it a step over center. Stepping in front of his man was Connor Arndt. Pass out over top the circle, backhanded away, bouncing puck. Played by Josh Jones, outside a minute to play, first period. Down to the corner is Poldmetz. Mac Young dumps it deep down the far side, played around the boards by Arndt. Beaulieu, long feed, giving chase. Barrett covers up with Gamelin looking for his second goal of the game. Royals looking to go ahead for the first time on the day. Been a long day for the Royals. They host the tournament and haven't found their way on the winning end on any one of them. Weatherby into the circle, broken up over the left side into the corner. Angled more toward behind the net was Liam Coleman. The shot off the left defensive side. Gage Polehill the shot. Price Letson, a high goals against average, at least coming into today, and an opportunity to redeem himself somewhat. Just 15 seconds remaining in the period. A stick up high by Liam Coleman, no call. Retaliation on behalf of Jonathan Galkey. Nothing more comes of it. We've reached the midway point of the final game on Rogers Television. A 1-1 tie between the Severn Essa Stallions and the Langton Royals. Welcome back, getting set for the final period. Well, barring an overtime February, again, check Rogers TV, the West Showcase airing in your area. The C4 Generals already done for the day, going home 3-1 on the day. The shot blocked, and it sends the Stallions in on a break. Gilmore's shot, he scores. Gilmore on a break all the way from his own side of the red line. Gilmore tucks it in the far side. 2-1 Stallions. Just 17 seconds into the second half. No third period. Picked up, tapped inside the Langton line. Philip Mika down the far wing. Drop below the end line for Beliveau, in behind him, out to the front left side of the line, and unable to hang on to the pass is Papineau. Poldmetz back to neutral ice briefly. The shot, goaltending change for the Stallions now. Thornton the assist. had the game-winning goal in the 2-1 game. The 9:15 game this morning against the C4 Generals. Pass down the far side. Pass looking for Smith, broken up by Garrett Cody Ratt. Down below the end line, Coleman tried to fake out Kowalski. Faked a pass the other direction. Allowed the Stallions to pin it deep to their own corner near side, and now back the other way. Smith, Royals strip possession, bank it out underneath the Stallion bench. 2 minutes into this second half. I'm John Molson at the Tillsonburg Arena inside the community center. Shot by Galke. When we get done here, I'm gonna take the opportunity to use the fitness facilities. Tripped up in neutral ice is Opekapu. Jack Dory on it for the Royals. Pass off the boards. Jonas Benjamin, cross ice pass, looking for Favell on the backhand side. The action now in behind the Stallion net, flip back to center. Off the skates of Lennon Thomas and forces him back deep inside his own zone. Benjamin banked off the wall. Dory in behind the end line. Long feed. Pohill cuts off the Werminski high up in the corner. Taking the shot off the right side, Connor Arndt. Jonas Benjamin had earlier opportunity off the further up the right side as well. Arndt, the stick check. By Stephen Van Herbelke. Haven't seen him wearing number 9. Van Herbelke, the shot from distance. Glove down by Keeler. Brendan Keeler had the earlier 2-0 shutout. I believe that was game 3. The 3-0 win over the Royals, the 10:30 game. Yes, the game number 3 on the day. Check CPJHL.com. I'm sure they'll update the stats before Friday night. Didn't get into the stat work any further. Can't give you anything more to report on than what we told you this morning. And of course, all the teams playing 4 games here today. Nice to see a good support from the community in terms of a way to showcase the talent. A little light on the attendance, but it is a school and work day. Pass to the side of the net. Beliveau back to center, an extra slash. Josh Bozek going after the Kevin Logan. Logan taking a slash and Bozak taking exception to it. Reed knocked off the puck. It's bumped into the corner. Logan off the glass, chip back in, backhand side by Brady Reed. Bouncing puck down to the left past Price Letson. Letson's played well, stands to lower his goals against average by a ton, despite the fact he's currently in a 2-1 deficit. Jack Dory, front of the blue line, shot hit Lundstrom, allows the Stallions to move it back in behind their own net, take their time, set up the next play down their right side, but it's intercepted. The Royals cut the ice in half, and it's flipped by Keeler, the relief netminder. Saw that in the last game for Seaforth, despite having the lead, replaced their netminder as well. Barbeau replaced by Max Hetman to end the day. 3-0, or 3-1 rather, for the Generals in that game. Miot down to the end line, drop for Dory. Royals looking to leave their own zone. It's banked off the boards. Giving chase is Thornton. Backhand Werminski. The pass out to Justin Clark. And the shot looking to go short side down low, and it forces Keeler up against the post. He hangs on. A face-off out to his right from the left circle. Beaulieu off the Royals face-off win, rips it off the outside of the net. Beaulieu far corner. Or Beliveau, excuse me. Beaulieu and Beliveau, the name's quite similar. Tough when they're on the ice together to get the names out correctly. Kowalski, the long shoot in, past Keeler. Kowalski in front of the net. Keeler covering up. 12:43 remaining on the clock. That's also the time left in this showcase, barring overtime. This one's probably had more whistles than most of the other games. There was quite good pace despite the early start for all three teams. A nice spread in between dressing rooms 2 and 3, so thanks to the league officials. Hey, I wouldn't have got myself any lunch if it wasn't for their cooperation. Beaulieu, the shot, it hits the back wall, they score! Malcolm Gamelin, his second. Shot off the back wall, Gamelin knew exactly where it was. It's Bozak across the bench first. So we'll check the official scoring and make sure. Shot tipped just wide, 11:55 on the clock. Royals tie the game at 2. Now 1:39 to the midway point. Thanks to all the players involved, taking time off work and school, as well as those around the community. Shot sails wide of the net. Beaulieu's shot. Dory making progress along the far wall, but he's tied up by Poldmitz, allows the Stallions to clear the zone. Dory checked by Joshua Jones. Inside the circle, on it is Poldmitz. Long pass leads the Stallions on the break. The shot, Latimer. Latimer got the feet moving quick. Price Letson has to get up, make the second save. Fortunately, the Stallions don't get the shot away. Pass up past center, Lennon Thomas the shot, and it's gloved down by the left hand of Price Letson. Two-2 score, goals by Smith. Gamelin with 2 for the Royals. He's got his name in the hat for first star. Leads the goal scoring parade so far this afternoon. And Austin Gilmore, the go-ahead goal at the time. At 8:17. Pass over the wing, trying to tip it in is Gilmore. Papineau, backhand shot by Carson Favell, sails wide. Shot, they wind up. Partially blocked by Boylan. Shot taken high on the left shoulder by Keeler. Keeler replaced the Aiden Walter, the starter in this one. Several teams have gone that way, going to the fresh goaltender in the final game. Shot high over the right shoulder by Boylan. Price lets in the save. 5 bodies on the far wall. Forces the puck frozen. 9:05 to go in regulation. You're watching the Canadian Premier Junior Hockey League, the West Showcase, the top 3 teams in the West Division. Shot sails high off the glass. They'll redo the face-off. McCollum in the draw. Or excuse me, Weatherby in the draw opposite Belleville. Pass down the boards, played by Coleman. Gamelin looking for the hat trick, would be an opportune time to get it. Kowalski in behind him, tries to move it as well. See a few Seaforth players beside us, so I'll ask my cameraman now, did you take the team bus? No, I am the bus. He says he's driving the bus, no, so I guess the players can't leave.
That's all right. Thanks for mentioning it.
The flip, we reported that the Generals had already left. But on a lighter note, we see some of them off to the right-hand side of our broadcast location. Werminski turnover the shot down the left wing side. Backhand. I think I just misinterpreted the words of my cameraman. Thought the Seaforth bus would be gone by now. A 3-1 record on the afternoon for the Generals. Inside of 8 minutes. Latimer backed up. Turnaround by Poldnitz. Puck goes high. It splits all the steel beams in the ceiling. Thought that was going to be blown down for sure. Shot, rising shot off the right wing side. Grinnell the shot, Price Letson the save. Shot right side, hard off the back wall by Samuel Muir. Royals still looking for their first win of the day. Net knocked off on the far side. Shot by Muir in behind the net. On it is Grinnell. Long backhand pass, Mika into the corner. Cut off out the front side. Mika behind the net. Pass out to the left, the shot off the left side, and it's hammered off the back wall on the Nick Papineau shot. Both teams will make a line change, 6:18 to go. Favell in the draw, tosses it down to the corner, but it's Mac Young on it for the Stallions. Stallions looking to go a perfect 4-0 on the afternoon. Shot from distance. If the score holds at where we currently sit, they'll have 3 wins and an overtime win. 2-on-1 developing the shot. Smith looking for a second and a big save. Hard right pad save by Price Letson. Werminski the shot, it hits the back wall just wide. 5:20 to go in regulation. Next games in the CPJHL go Friday night. A 7:30 start between the Settlers and Les Bacard. Les Bacard, very impressive out of Quebec. 25 wins, 3 losses, 3 overtime wins, 56 points. Les Bicard winners of 6 straight. Generals won 4 straight prior to today. Beaulieu up ahead down the left wing side. Logan partially broken up by Papineau. In behind the net is Jonas Benjamin. Chopped off the wall by Joshua Jones. Beliveau, the shot, side of the net, Favell. And it's picked up. Cleared the distance of the ice by Kevin Logan. Tipped over center. Malcolm Gamelin, 2 goals on the afternoon. Pass back to Favell from the corner from Beliveau. Broken up, the Stallions. Back to center, Beliveau. Gamelin. Some stick work along with the number 88 forward, Jake Grinnell. Grinnell in the corner, breaks free of Papineau. Taking a hit on the upper shoulders now, taken out by Brady Reed. Pass ahead, Keeler stopping the icing by pouncing on it off to his right. That leaves a face-off in their zone. Perhaps the Stallions wanting to end this long day as well. Plenty of time to make a decision there by Keeler. Thought he would have elected to have the Stallions take the icing and a draw in the Royals zone. Shot Werminski and all the 2s involved there. Clark in front of the net. So this strategy by Keeler to nullify the icing may prove costly. The Royals get 3 shots out of it. Exactly 3 minutes to go in regulation. Kowalski on the draw. Dory tries to keep it in right side of the line. Kowalski from a bad angle flips a shot on the glove side. Keeler the save. A timeout for Langton. Speculating whether someone will pull their goalie, go to a man advantage. I'd think Langton. Of course, we've mentioned those 2 towns 8 kilometers apart. Langton would want to get the point for getting to overtime because they've had a rough day. Haven't yet to get a point here out of these 4 games. Pass high over the left side. Beaulieu, deflection side of the net. Looking for the go-ahead goal is Clark. Toby Beliveau opposite Jared Weatherby outside the Stallion line. Severin Stallions looking to go to a perfect 4-0. They have just over 2 minutes to do it. Dory in behind his own net, swings it around the boards for Werminski. Down is Malcolm Gamelin, allows the Stallions to possess. A crashing hit below the end line. Now the Stallions looking to get physical. Gamelin, Beliveau back to the front of the net. Gamelin, it's tipped away, allows Liam Coleman to go the other way. Bozak down the left wing side as we approach a minute to go. Game 6, the final game of the West Showcase. Coleman takes his man Dory out on the backside. Now Gamelin taking out Martin Poldmitz. Haven't seen Ishmael Prudent at all in this game. So Prudent played 3 of the 4 games. At least in the games I covered, Prudent was the most impressive Royal before Gamelin started to come on later in the year. Pass ahead down the right side, bouncing puck. Poldmitz 2-on-2. Werminski knocked off the puck. Dory, Werminski the shot. Hits Muir, deflects into the corner. 40 seconds to go in regulation. Dory off the boards, Clark the shot. It's blocked inside the circle, played down past the end line. Favell side of the net, shot high, blocker save. Papineau trying to get the Royals the win in regulation. Beliveau to the draw. Dory down the wing for Jonas Benjamin. 10 seconds to go. Beliveau in the corner. Gamelin taking his man out. That's Mac Young. Royals looking for a final shot at the far side of the net. And we have overtime. Tied at 2 after regulation. The 6-game West Division Showcase extends itself. I'm John Molson at the Tilsonburg Arena inside the Community Center. Jason DePaco. I guess Langton gets to make the decision here. They're on the home bench. We're the away team in the last game, but can only go with what I had on my official score sheet. Jason DePaco wanting to go 3-on-3. I guess they have the option as the home team. This is the first time this year I've seen overtime in the CPJHL. Backhand pass, Dory behind the net. Beaulieu now moves past the end line. Pass to the front of the net, right side for Miot. Speeding down the right wing. Weatherby off to the right side. The shot down low by Boylan sails wide. Beliveau, the shot, batting, a rebound, they score! Jack Dory, the game winner. Hard shot down low by Beliveau. Came speeding down the right wing. And the Langton Royals celebrate an overtime win. 3-2 over the ESSA Stallions. Avenge the 9-4 loss this morning. The early game in all the way back in game one. Congratulate the starting netminder Ryan Price-Letson. It was the Generals over the Royals 9-4 in game one. My apologies. Stallions 2-1 over the Generals in game two. The Royals blanked. There's the game we're looking for. So a long day comes to a conclusion. The Langton Royals on the winning side for the first time by a final of 3-2 on the Jack Dory goal. Toby Beliveau assisting. And the Royals find some consolation on this afternoon. An overtime win opposite 3 losses, but they avenged the 3-0 loss to the ESSA Stallions earlier this morning. For Rogers Television, I'm John Molson. Please check the Rogers website to see when the 6 games air in your region. Thanks for joining us on Rogers TV. The next opponent for the Langton Royals, the C4 Generals, who we saw earlier today. The Generals come in with a record of 24-8-0-3 on the year, and they're the next opponent for the Langton Royals as they move back to Langton Arena Sunday afternoon at 2 o'clock. The Royals 17-10-0-2-3, ending this West Showcase. Thanks for joining us from the Tillsonburg Arena. The Langton Royals, from Tillsonburg, end their afternoon on a high note after 3 frustrating defeats. We'll see you on Facebook Live, the ARC Pro HD presentation of Langton Royals hockey Sunday at 2 o'clock as they host the C4 Generals.